Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel for another process video. Today I am super excited about this layout because it is something completely different than you have seen from me. So I really stepped out of my comfort zone and just kind of hoped for the best that it was going to work out. So let me just show you by the pictures that I'm going to use today, and it's I cut the 4x6s down to 4x4s, but I'm kind of messing with the one on the right, the top right, because of the angle and me taking a picture looking into the house. There was part of that photo had like a shadow, so it's completely darkened. And so when I cut that off, I had to make sure, because there was a little awkward line going through it because of the window, I had to make sure that I had it butt up to another side of the photo that had that dark edging as well. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So like I said, I have had no idea where I was going to go with this. I kind of looked through Instagram. I just really wasn't getting any inspiration anywhere. So that's when I kind of stepped in my room, grabbed a collection, and said, all right, this is what I'm going to force myself to use. So I grabbed this Here and Now by Echo Park. It's pretty old. And I found this paper that had clouds on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut those out. So I fussy cut them out, and I wanted to layer them up. Now, a few of them are going to be awkward as far as not a complete cloud, because it's a printed pattern on that paper. So in order to hide that, like that one that you see right there, that hot pink, I'm going to put like another cloud over it, so that way you couldn't tell that it wasn't a complete cloud. So here I am messing with the photos, and like I said, I thought I was going to use all 4 of them, but as you can tell, look how much it actually covers on that 12x12 paper. It already covers a lot, and I could have cut down some of the other photos. There was like 2 photos I could have cut where it was just going to be just my daughter, and then, you know, just my son and my daughter peeking through the window. But I honestly wanted to leave all those details in. Sometimes I just don't want to cut it down too small to where you can't kind of see the background. I want to have that memory of what did their playhouse look like inside. I want them to remember that as well. So I wanted to leave that part in. And so I decided, you know what, instead of having 4 4x4s, I'm just going to use only the 3x4s. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, I've already kind of prepped this layout within the past week, because you know, I don't want to be in front of a camera where I don't know where I'm going with this. The next thing you know, I have hours of feed of just me trying to struggle. So I rather kind of just play around with everything, and then that way you guys can see kind of you know, where my jumping off point was and kind of where everything is going, a little bit more smoother than me trying to, you know, jostle around a whole bunch of products. So I am going to go ahead and keep that. I originally thought, and I didn't keep that in. I thought I had filmed that, but it must have been when I was just kind of tinkering around one night for a few minutes in my scrapbooking room. But I almost was going to have all the photos in one line going across the page, because it does complete a full 12x12 in length, having, you know, the 4x4 photos. But I've done that before in the past, and again, I just wanted to do something different. And so now that I already have this whimsical look with the clouds, I thought, well, why not have grass? Because this is, you know, was taken out in the backyard of the townhome that we lived at a while back. And granted, there was no grass there, but when you think of a backyard, most of the time you do think of grass. And so, you know, I thought, I'm gonna add some grass. So I went on to my silhouette, looked through some of the borders, and I found one that I liked, and that's the one I'm gonna use. I did use some My Mind's Eye shimmer cardstock that I picked up not too long ago from Tuesday Morning, and let me tell you, I love that stuff. It came with like pastel colors. It was like pink, green, and I think orange and cream. And it's very subtle, the shimmer, but it just adds a nice little touch to it. Now I needed to fill that spot, and again, that's where the photo would have originally went, but I wanted to make sure I had a place for my journaling and for my title, and so I decided to go back to the pattern paper, and I picked one that I liked, and I'm going to go with that diagonal. Now you saw me kind of point to it about the lines. If I would have flipped it over like I was showing you, it would have made you look off the page. So I didn't want your eyes to wander over the diagonal lines, skip over the photos, and look off to the right of that page. So I made sure I flipped them inward, so that way you're actually, the lines are, without even realizing it, I can't think of the word that I want to use, but draws your eye to the photos. So whether you not, that you realize that, it's subconsciously, it just, that's what I'm trying to do with the diagonal lines. Next I have again, I went back into my silhouette, which I haven't used. So I grabbed a lot of tools and did some things that, like I said, I haven't done before. And I thought, you know what, well, when I think of background, and especially maybe because, again, subconsciously we're going into spring, right? So I think of flowers and everything, and I'm starting to see a lot of flowers bloom, especially because we're not having any more rain. I was like, well, let me just print up some flowers. Now, this was the original size that it comes. Like, you know how with a silhouette you can adjust the heights and the widths. I kept it as is, and it was a little bit bigger than what I thought they were going to be, but you know what, in the end it works out perfectly. They're beautiful, and what I did was I actually cut them first on green cardstock because I wanted the stem to be a little bit different, and then I went and cut the leaves a different green, and then I also cut then the actual color of the bud of the flower. And I still kept the green underneath, and you can kind of see a little bit of shading, but I like that because when I think of flowers, they don't get their color at first. They first are in a tight bud and they are green, and so I made sure that I kept that in. Now I then went into my thickers, and that navy cloud, I'm not kidding you, was like screaming at me. I was so drawn to it. And I was like, I want more navy. I'm becoming obsessed with navy right now. So I went back into my thickers, and I was like, I want to grab a navy thicker. So I found this one that was glitter. I can't remember what it's called. They're really old. I think I got them at TJ Maxx years ago when TJ Maxx was actually selling a little bit of thickers in their store. And I just made it really simple, backyard fun. And instead of putting it in that square that I had kind of gave myself a little journaling and title spot, I decided to put it down vertically, and that is something that I don't do very often. And I gotta be honest with you, I love it. It was different. It was, like I said, I'm doing everything so different, and it was just very refreshing. So then I go back to the sticker sheet, and that is because I kind of just want to add a little bit of subtle details. It didn't need to, this page as it is already full of color. It is already full of things to look at that I didn't need a whole lot of more layers. So I want to keep a very clean look to where it isn't too overwhelming to look at a page like that. And so I'm just going to pick out a few. So I'm going to try out a couple of them, see which ones I like. I thought about using that label that I had pre-cut from Studio Calico. I thought about using, and I ended up not. So then I go back to the sticker sheet, and there is that chevron that you see right there, and I wanted to place it on the photo just like that because there is a row of bolts that are on the stucco of the backyard that you see, and I thought that might be distracting when looking at the photo. And so I thought about that chevron. I even cut it in half later on, but I just felt like it looked out of place. It looked like I was forcing myself to try to use something, and anytime I feel that way, I tend to not like it. So I decided to remove it. I'm like, no one's going to be paying attention to the bolts on the fence, Desiree. They're going to be looking at the cute little photographs. So then I ended up picking this one that said capture life. And then I found this one arrow that says little things are the big things. And that is so true for the moment when I was creating this, because what felt like not just like an average day, watching my little kids play in the backyard. Well, fast forward that 10 years, 10 years, is it 10, has it been 10 years? 8 years, whatever. It is a big deal. Time moves so quickly, and so now I appreciate it even way more than I did then. Granted, I would always have my camera, I would take pictures and everything, but I'm just so thankful that, I have this memory of them playing in the backyard, which is what I absolutely love about scrapbooking. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to call this layout done. I am going to add my journaling. You will see that at the end. Surprise, surprise. I finished up my journaling for my final shots of photos. And then that's it. I'm going to add a few enamel dots as well, because like I said, I was trying to pull things that I haven't done in a while, and I'm going to call this layout done. So I just want to say, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Some of you it's actually Monday for you guys, so I hope you had a great Monday. And if you are new to my channel and you haven't done so already, I would love to have you over here, so I hope you consider subscribing. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.